Hello. Yeah, hi. This is gonna be my first video. It's a Unreal tutorial on pardon me, how to actually, get these guys to move around, zoom around, kind of like follow shower style. So I'll just give you a quick preview of what it should look like by the end. So you can move your thing around by clicking in the scroll button. You can zoom in and zoom out. Booyah. Look at that sexy guy. Okay. Go over here, pick them up, drag them around, and because they've got rigid bodies, you can just drop them and they'll go back down the place. Same with this here. Okay. And that's what we're going to be doing today. So, yeah, let's get to the coding side. Some people may think that what I'm going to do here is probably a terrible idea. It's kind of right. Yeah, they're right. Yeah, they're definitely right. But I'm gonna do it because it's the only way I figured out how to do it, and I just wanted to share how I managed to make that work. So the problem is, I'm using C# and JavaScript. I'm using both of the two different codes. I don't know if that interferes with each other because I've had this small, tiny little error, but it works. The game doesn't screw up or anything. So other than that, let's get to the coding side. So what you want to do, okay, is create a new script by right clicking, going to create, then a C# script like so. I'm just gonna call this drag 1. Okay, and you want to double click that, and then you're going to be approached with this amazing window of joys and tearing and crying, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. So let's get to this. Okay, so first we want to create a lovely little public float. I was about to say yacht, but that's not a thing. So I'm going to create a public float by typing in, what the fuck was that? I meant what would the muffin was that? Public? A float. See how easy that was? Shit. I accidentally dropped my mic. So what you want to do is you want to make a public float called distance. And we're just gonna make that, let's just say 23. Seems reasonable. Yeah, 23. We're not actually gonna have to need. We're not gonna need any of these start or update functions right now. So we're just gonna bye to them. Okay, and now we want to make something called a void. And this is just technically just renaming something else. Just on. You would just say on mouse drag or on flying dildos. Kill this guy, just something like that. Why did I say flying dildos? It's like a really weird thing to bring up. Someone with dildos. It's weird. Anyway, so we want to make this drag, okay? And we're doing this. Now these are just things you do. You just do 2 brackets at the end. I don't know why, but whenever you're making a void statement, after you've named the void statement, you want to put the 2 brackets at the end, and then of course the closing and opening one. So now what we want to type in, okay, is we want to create a vector. Oh, we're not gonna create a vector, but just make a vector free dot mouse position. Oh, weird. Mouse. Huh? It's not popping up. Oh well. Equal to, and we're gonna want to make this equal to a new vector. This amazing new vector of awesomeness, and we're gonna make it so that you have to input something to make something do something. Why is this mouse position not holding up? It's really weird. I don't know if that's a problem or not, but anyway, we'll come back to it if it is. Like so, and then input another. You could probably have just copied and pasted the first command, because this is literally just the same, and want to do Y. So we're moving only the x-axis and the y-axis, and then you want to do your distance. So this is just adding the value of your thingamajig. So what this line does, something's up with it, I don't know what, but I'm pretty sure it is right. But anyway, we're just gonna leave it at that and see what problems come up ahead of us. I've forgotten something, but I don't know. So the vector free, okay, just declares a vector free on your mouse position. So really you're just finding this lovely mouse position on your screen. Now you're creating a new vector, which is the new mouse position, equal to the x or the y, and then you're timing it by the distance. So then you can get how far away. It's really just calculating how far away is your mouse on the screen, or how far you're gonna put it. Yeah, cool. And you got capital D because you need capitals. But these things, I'm pretty sure you need to make them exact, the floats. If you don't make them exact, then they're probably gonna screw up. Just a little wee tip. Free. You know what? I'm just gonna actually copy this bit here. Or not, because for some reason, whenever I try and copy stuff, it screws off. Yay, go screwing off. Goes a camera, because this thing is sassy, not mean. So this is just grabbing your main camera. Then you want to do dot screen. I must be screwing up like the main, isn't it? Oh no, that's what the problem is. It's an OBG. Right, that was my fault. OBG, and then that. So dot screen. And that's me looking. That's me look like I'm just gonna put capital S in here. That's me look like I'm screwing up. Probably am, but you know, hopefully my mistakes might help you actually. You know, because I might have to figure this out, and if I do, then you guys are gonna learn something a little bit new, and yeah, see what that does. You know. So now after that's done, you want to create a transform. Session. Maybe I should just explain everything after I'm done writing it, because then I can actually just double check if it's right. Dalek voice. I haven't seen the Dalek. I haven't seen Doctor for ages. Okay, so that looks like a clusterfuck, but well, we'll just see, right? So it goes on mouse. Alright, on mouse drag. Vector free dot mouse position is equal to a new vector. And there's a dot. That is the problem. Should be a dot. That was the big mistake. And it goes input, and why did I do a colon? Has to be a dot. That's another mistake. Mouse position dot x, and that's okay. That should be okay. Mouse position dot y. Yeah, so okay, that's that line fixed. Let me just double check this line. Okay, that seems was weird. That seems kinda okay. Ah shit, yeah, the dot thing. Why did I keep it dot? Wait, the dot thing should be there, shouldn't it? Don't think should. Do not think you should put dots in vectors. But you should. You're going to find out. Okay, okay. So, this. Okay, let's just run this. See what errors we get. Ah, missing one of them things. That probably is a problem. And this function is a dodgy one. So let me just rewrite this again and see if it actually comes up. So, dot main. Okay, now we're getting it. Screen. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. And I'm pretty sure it's a point. Okay. Sassy. Okay, this has got it. So let me just make this bigger. This is the code you need to make it run. So public float, you're declaring a float called distance, and we're making it 23. You could make it a private float if you want, but you can just change it in game for if it's a different thing you want to do. Vector free mouse position equals new vector free, so this is just declaring it. This over here is just figuring out where your mouse position is on the screen, and this is just transforming it. So now if let's just pick some, oh shit, I did not mean to play. Okay, so let's just say we wanna drag this crate, okay? So we want to be able to drag this. So what we have to do, right, is first we have to have a collider on it. Because it doesn't have a collider, this script isn't going to work. So I'm going to drag this script over here onto it, and it needs to have a collider. That's like extremely important. And we should be able to lift it around like so. So now you're able to lift it around and move it, and it goes at 23. So the reason why it pulled out there is because we said the distance from the camera to the game object is 23. So if we change this distance here to, let's just say 50. And this is probably going to go into the bar, but you know, who doesn't like a nice paint? So boom, and it's in the bar. Oh shit, that's in the tree line. Okay, it's all the way over there. Hi. So that's changing it for how far away, depending on how you want your game to run. Depends if you want to change this value for enemies to be like, if you're controlling enemies to drag them over there, you might actually make something else on the script that changes it by moving it around. So if you're wondering why this thing isn't falling like this guy here, it's because this thing here doesn't have a rigid body, and they are important. But we're not going to use a 2D rigid body. Like the same thing with these things here. These are 2D images, but what they have is a 3D rigid body. The reason why that is just because, you know, it's a 3D thing. It's not 2D. It's like 3D mixed with 2D. But same thing goes with 2D. If you want to just do it that way, 2D should work. Now, oh, pardon me. Oh, that is nasty. Anyway, you can freeze its position and rotation by its X and its Y. I meant its Z. So what that means is really, oh, we want to change its rotation. So now it can't rotate whatsoever. So if you pick it up, it's not going to magically start spinning around like the cube from PS2, I think. Yeah, your PS2 cube that just kind of spins on the screen. That won't happen if you freeze that, but if you don't, let me just show you what will happen. If I pick this up here, okay, and look at that, it starts to spin. It's really derpy. Sometimes it'll go, if you hit it off of something, it'll go faster. There you go. So now it looks like the PS2 load up screen. So yeah, just if you want a PS2 loading screen, don't have to do this. But if you don't want your cubes to fling around, or you do want your cubes to fling around because maybe you want that to happen, you know, that's just something you can do. So I'm gonna freeze this since I don't want this to happen, and I don't want it to like go to its X or Z positions. So I'm just gonna keep Y unticked, and what that means is I can move it around, and it's only gonna drop down, like so, back to the ground, because it has gravity now. Okay, on to the next code very quickly. I'm sorry if I'm talking a lot. It might be because I've never done this before. I have no idea. Well, I mean, I've done coding before, but I mean, I have no idea how to comment on the code or anything else. I'm winging the shit out. Hey, sorry about there. Camera. My camera died. Anyway, so, moving on to the next script is the mouse script. This sassy guy that I just renamed terribly is called mouse script 1. Yes. Okay, let this load up. Let it load. So here? Yes. Okay. Okay. That didn't go weird. But, yo. So, on mouse skip run, we are creating the ability to allow you and any of your players or clients to move the camera around and zoom in, zoom out, and look at your sexy characters. So, let's begin. Did I do C#? I did do C#. Fuck. Okay, let's not begin. Let's delete that. See, these are just stupid mistakes I'm doing there. Create a JavaScript, because, so I was talking about earlier on, you want to create a script so that it's C# and JavaScript. If you follow what I'm doing, if you figured out how to make this function work in C#, which a lot of people are gonna do, be able to do, because I'm not the best at coders. You guys are probably way better. Actually, you guys are way better. If you're new, well, welcome to the fun side of life. Okay, so what we want to do is create a variable, and we are going to call this lovely variable. We're just going to call it speed, and we're going to make it float, because who doesn't like to float underwater? Now we're going to create another variable, and we're going to call this speed scroll speed. Scroll speed sounds better. Scroll speed. And we're gonna call this one float 2. Floats are literally just variables, and you're gonna want to keep these. You're not gonna use the function start, but you're gonna use the update one, because that's just how we do it. So if you type this code in the function start, you're gonna have a problem where the code's only gonna go once, and it's not gonna go again. It's not gonna update during the game. So really, don't do that. Remember, function update. That's where we're doing our crap in. You know, it's where the fun stuff is happening. So we're gonna want to create an if statement, capital I, and we're gonna want to get a mouse button. And we're gonna make a mouse button 2. Boom. I'm pretty sure mouse button 2 is the scroll wheel button. So once that's clicked in, you're going to want to create a transform. Did I spell that right? Probably. Transform dot position. Look at that guy. That's a position and a half. And it's going to be your x-axis. I'm going to put input dot get. Damn it, I keep missing the capital I. Input dot get axis. And we're gonna want to get the. Well, I'll just show you actually how you get the axes. So all your axes, that's Jesus, right? All your axes are on edit. See, that's so weird. You go down to project settings, and you get your inputs from here. You want to click on inputs, not inputs, and okay, so it's an inspector. That shouldn't happen usually, but hey ho, it's an inspector, and here are all your sassy axes. So you got your mouse axis, Y, and X, and you've got your scroll wheel, and we're gonna use all 3 of these today. So what we're gonna want to get is the mouse axis X and Y. So we're gonna go back. And now that we know what the axes are called, we're going to want to input them as mouse X. You want to put in is exactly, so if there's a space, just put a space. If there's, if there's not a space, well, you can actually edit it anything you want. So you can actually change the axis names if you don't like them. But, well, since that's X, I'll just do X. So I don't confuse you guys. Anyway, and we want to make that plus speed. Plus speed. No, times. I don't always want plus speed. So now you want to go to speed and you want to plus it. And now you want to grab a time dot delta time. Now this is, if you're new to coding, this is used so friggin' often. I mean, and capitals again. It's used so often, time dot delta time. This is one thing is just gonna stick with you forever. Just saying it right now. Just getting it out there. Letting it spread. Okay, so you just want to copy and paste this line. And we're going to go to the next line. And we're just going to change the axes to Y now. Okay, so what's the point of inputting this all again? Okay, so now we got this. So now this small code, if I run it. Okay, and let me just equip it to my main camera. Okay, so you just go over to mouse 1 and just equip it like that usually, or you can do what I just done there. So let me just remove one of these, and there's my, oops, this is not the button. Okay, okay. See if this works. Alright, load. Yeah. Oh. Get any other ones? Let's just run this again and see if we get it again. Okay, I didn't get it that time. It's good. It's good so far. Okay. So make this 10. Load in. Let's see what happens. There we go. Alright. Awesome. So happy I figured that out. Woo! Alright, everyone. Just give yourself a tap on the back right now. You know? Did a good job. Alright. Or maybe it was just mono develop taking forever. But now, if you hold down your mouse wheel, you should be able to drag left, right, down, and up. You know, spin it all around. And see if you still have your last script activated. You should still be able to pick up that box. And a cool thing you can do now is, see, since you have this box in your hand, if you hold in the mouse scroll button, you can actually move with the box, and you'll move with the camera. Well, I won't actually move with the camera, but you can, well, yeah, because you're dragging that way. If you're dragging this way, you can drag it over, place it here, and then, like, go away, do something else, like, blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna move this guy over here, la, 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 pick up this box here, and develop it. Mostly for, like, building games. So, really, it's drag, and then, for instance, you could create, like, an animation of him being lifted up and, like, waving about and stuff, and then when you play, something falls, hits the ground, you know, that type of thing. And telling people to do stuff. Okay, now we're gonna do the second part of this code. Hopefully mono develop doesn't, you know, take a year to register it. And the second part of this one is a little bit more simpler. Is transform, and we want to change this to Z. That's why I changed that to Z. Okay, and you want to do the mouse input of the scroll wheel, which is mouse scroll wheel. Ta-da! Okay, so you want to go to this. Just make sure you input it exactly as mouse scroll wheel. You want to times it this time by, let me just put this on full screen. You want to times this by the scroll speed. So this is what your mouse movement code should look like. So this is if the scroll button is pushed down, move the camera. It will allow you to move the camera on the X and Y positions. And this sexy guy here should, if the scroll wheel is pushed forward and back, allow you to change the Z position, and that should in turn allow you to zoom in. Okay. Save all. Cross the fingers this works. Now, before we actually go into the script, I almost forgot. You want to go back to your script that you have on your camera. Here. Oops. Your main camera. I'm going to go back to it and see where it says scroll speed. Let me just minimize these for you guys so you can see. It's minimizing these terribly. These should always be minimized, I think. Anyway, so where it says scroll speed, you're going to want to make this really fast because scrolling takes forever, and you don't want to have you don't want to be waiting hours to scroll in to see someone's gorgeous face. You want to, you just want to see that quick. So I'm gonna put as, 100, put an extra 0 there and see how that goes. So let's see this. Now I'm able to move around, and if I move back, there we go, and I'm able to zoom in. And if I move forward, I should be able to move back out. There we go. That is, to me, a decent scroll speed. So look at this guy. Hi. Oh, and I clicked him. Now he should be. He should be dead. Yeah, he's dead. Bye, Tim. Okay, what I did there is because the positioning problem I haven't figured out yet is because if you zoom in, okay, so can I grab this guy? This guy is connected to these. I don't know why. I must accidentally not. Can on. Okay, let's just do this guy. Can I picked up this guy here? Okay, and I zoomed in. Okay, if you notice, the character actually zooms in with you because it follows. It's the distance away from the camera. So yeah, that's that. So I hope I helped you guys. Yeah, I just hope I helped you guys do your thing, and that is the code I wanted to show you for Moving Dragon. Have a great day or a great night, and thank you for watching my epic fails. If you want more of this, of me trying to solve things, even though I've already solved them, but you know, resolving them because I'm that much of a moron, just send me a message, say, hey, I want to learn how to make a guy dance like Jar Jar Binks on Star Wars, even though everyone hates Jar Jar Binks. You know, just say that in the comments below, and subscribe if you like it, and dislike if you don't, because if you didn't find that helpful, and if you want any other ideas or any advice would be helpful. So thanks for watching, guys, and have a great day. Adios.